we're gonna be demonetized, or maybe it'll be another community guideline strike or something crazy. And you know what I mean? I ain't got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? So let me see. I just did not pay for the data for 10 days prepping for that EMP. Oh my gosh, y'all. Nah, I wanted to go to the Outer Banks, but they wanted to go to Deep Creek for some reason. I still think Outer Banks was the better decision, but I got overruled. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm a little rusty right now. Anyway, let's go. So let's get to this. To these UFOs, these drones, whatever they are. Let's just start talking about it. Look, it's not a lot to talk about. Now, what I told you guys last week, guys, if you were watching over on Rumble, I'm gonna say it here. Everything else is a distraction right now. The Diddy and the Jay-Z shit, that's a distraction. All right, the CEO getting assassinated by the assassin who wanted to get caught. Oh, there go Jay right there. We got Jay Pylon in the building. What's the deal?
And what's?
Where you go? There we go.
Am I in?
Yeah, we got you, Jay. We got you.
Right. I can't see you. I can't see you.
I got you. I'm about to bring you in now.
What's good, people? Hotep to the people.
And we got good sound for it. All right, perfect. Because it was a problem on fight night.
Man, we got drones flying through the sky.
Bruh.
The aliens have landed. Project Blue Beam is out there. Man, they get the set for Donnie T back in office, aren't they? Bruh. They're getting this all ready to go.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's got. We're gonna get into it. Let me just get you on the screen real quick. Hold on. Let me get you all set up. Bow. Don't do that. All right, you should be able to see me now.
All right,
cool. What else we got going on? Okay, now we gotta go here. Bow. This should work. Oh, where you go? Hold on. Let me see. I changed up some stuff. Let's see.
Say we gonna free Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah's stuck.
Salute to.
I don't know, Jonah. You might want to stay where you at, yo, because I don't know what's going on here. Jonah. Unless you try and get in on the fight. You're gonna be Battle Los Angeles real soon. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be Battle Los. That's one of my favorite movies to watch.
When did the original Battle LA go down in the 1940s? Was that 47 or something like that? I have to go look that up.
Just don't get me in line to you.
1947, quite possibly.
Oh, Jay got his Fallout Boy haircut.
Yeah, I'm ready. Like every Christmas, this is how I've been looking. I've just been no haircut, just shaggy everywhere.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Let's see, there we go. You know the policy in Oklahoma. I'm not allowed in the barbershop. So
that's right. Jay can't get his hair cut by the brothers. That's right. Jay can't get his hair cut by the brothers, y'all. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Jay Bang.
Yeah, I gotta. And when I was going to the Walmart, just like Uncle Hotep was. I was going to the Walmart, but the guy there that cuts my hair, he does whatever he wants. And last time he was like chopping way too much off. Oh, Lord. And I was like, please don't cut off too much. I just want it a little bit long in the front and then, trim down the edges of my, my ears. He said, do. He said, I'll do what I want. And he did what he wanted. And I was like, shoot, I'm not going back, buddy. How about that?
Oh, man. This hat is dirty as hell. I'm going to take this hat off. Dang. I need a haircut. You see this? See, guys, I got a nice full head of hair. We got that good grain. You see that good grain? Me and Jay both need haircuts. I'm just gonna go like this tonight.
That's for sure.
I got the Burger King Kids Club haircut.
I went to see. I hit up Cannon this morning and was telling him, "Yo, I'm on my way to go see that Homestead tonight." I went to go see the Homestead.
Don't ruin it, Jay. I'm going to see it Friday.
I know, but let me tell you one thing though. No spoilers though. So you want to know my synopsis on it?
Let's go.
A little bit, nothing that's gonna detail the movie, but anyway. The first act, woo! I was feeling it. I like that first act.
It got you from Jump Street.
Nice. Yeah, it's got a good first act. It gets you watching it like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I like that kind of stuff. They started off good. I was glad. I was kind of concerned that by the commercial that they weren't gonna like show the events and stuff like that popping off, but they show a little bit of it. They show enough of it to fill you in, and so that part I like.
Okay.
And it kind of was like a cross between maybe I want to say Yellowstone and Jericho. Maybe that's kind of like the feel that I got out of it.
Okay.
Like that's what they were aiming for or something like that. So, and then that's the middle is a little, we'll get into it after you watch it. And then the end picks back up, and then so that was cool. I mean it's a whole after this is like the first part.
Okay. Oh, so it leaves room for a sequel.
Yeah, actually, the sequel is they loaded the sequel on. It's online right now. This part 2 is online. You can download part 2. The thing is, you can go to they split the part 2 into like a series, like chapters.
Okay, I got you.
The continuation. So the movie's out. So it's part 1, the movie. Then it turns into a series after that.
Oh.
And you can do something like download the app or take a picture on the screen or something like that. I got the VPN, so I was gonna look for it later and see where's part 2, so I can watch it on the weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna download the app because that movie company, this is called Something Angel. They got a couple of good movies out, right? They had Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, we got to do a Hotep movie rundown of what the best and worst was of 2024 before we hit 2025 or what we're looking forward to in 2025.
We definitely do.
We need to break down what was garbage, what was cool.
Because I ain't gonna lie, Red One might be a new
Christmas holiday favorite.
Christmas movie.
I just got the 4K of it because it like wasn't in the theater that long out here, and I just got the 4K.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna check it out and see what it looks like. But
I liked it. It was a fun little movie. The kids liked it.
Took the kids.
Yeah. What else I see? Craven the Hunter. I give it. It was cool. I give it a 2. I give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
spectacular.
Bad. No, but it wasn't spectacular. I guess so. Craven, he's supposed to be part of the Midnight Suns, right? I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Something like that.
Because I'm like,
he was like I don't know. I didn't really get into the Craven lore outside of what I watched on the Spider-Man cartoons when I was a little kid.
Right.
When he used to go up again. I remember Craven had like this accent, and he would come in there and he'd be like, "Spider-Man, you want to face the Craven," or something like that, and I'd be like, "Oh, here he goes again."
Right, because like this.
That was all I knew off of him, the Hunter.
I always looked at Craven as the villain, and I'm like, is he not a villain? Is he an anti-hero?
I think that's Sony's problem. Sony's trying to make all the villains like anti-heroes rather than villains, because they're like supposed to be villains, not not like people that you root for, like they did with like Joker. Like you're supposed to root for Joker. You're supposed to root for Craven and.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Morbius. Yeah, I'm like, Morbius is supposed to be a villain in Spider-Man. Yeah. Like, what are you guys doing? They want you to root for the hero, just like they wanted you to root for the CEO shooter. You know what I mean?
This is the stupidest thing in the world, though. That the mundane public, the outside public, thinks that that's doing something big, getting rid of essentially a middleman. Like he's in a high spot. There's 100 other people waiting to take that spot.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not stopping anything. They're not shutting. They have committees where these cats sit, like they said before, like the death committees and all that stuff. There's committees of policymakers and people that get into working. Because I'm in the insurance business, and I was working for the United Healthcare thing.
Right.
This last week, and the people that would call in, they'd be like, "Oh, yo, did you see that hero that took out your boss? That was awesome, wasn't it?" And I was thinking, I want some dumb stuff, because that's not that could be a setup because he knew something or whatever. That could be on their end.
Right.
That's not shutting down the industry, and that's not shutting down the different nuances of policies out there from policy makers. There's other people in charge of things behind closed doors that set all those things up. That guy's like the middleman for operations. He's not like the and I never even heard him talk talk to us while I was doing the UHC campaign. I didn't hear him talk to us or come on there or do any of that. So the ideal that taking out one dude is going to somehow reflect changes across an entire system is just not going to happen. Those cats are just going to get more security, probably play it more, better low key when they go to these conventions. And like when I working in the insurance industry and working in the Trump campaign, like I said before, like there's so many millionaires out there and there's so many different people in different positions of high power. Like I would say I was calling people that was like the attorney general, and I was calling people that was like the mayor of Florida and the governor and all these different people that I spoke to, and other people that are like super wealthy and in super high positions of power. There's so many levels to these systems that exist with the elites and how they cooperate with one another, how they build these things in, that if you take out one of them, they got 20 more to replace them.
Right, Hydra, baby, Hydra.
Yeah, there's no taking out no head of anything in there, and you know whether to get into any of that kind of anti-establishment nonsense, but yeah, the groups are so large. Even if they even print the what's that list of the CFR list, and all those lists are available to where you can read the 5,000 names of one club, the 1,000 names of another club. You know, there's so many multi-level tiers to the systems that are in place, plus the continuation of government systems that are in place, like designated survivor. And
there's a list in the back of this book.
Yeah, Project Pegasus, Operation 998.
CFR, Media Division, and some more shit. It's the whole, I got the whole map.
George Carlin said, you know, it's one big club and you ain't in.
I got the whole map.
It's a big club. Right.
Wow.
Oh, you see that, like the pyramid structure that they wrote, you know, with like the crown at the top for the European aspect of who runs or controls parts of the European or Euro-American establishments, those organizations. You have the crown at the top, and then you have the different layers, just like a pyramid with CFR in there and other global referendums and stuff. So it's a massive group.
Yeah, and we're not in it.
Not in it, nah. I was like, that's just a waste of. It was just a complete and utter waste, and none of it even made any sense, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to get caught? That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to get caught because he kept all this stuff on him, right, in order to be identified, supposedly.
So this is funny, right? So Reaction PR sent me this, and I was like, I wonder if this is real. I don't know. So check this out. Let me make sure you can see it. Man, this is funny. There we go. So this is Garand Thumb, right? I watch him all the time. So this is 7 days ago. It says there's a non-zero chance the assassin is watching this video while eating a McDonald's Big Mac and Starbucks. This was 7 days ago. So allegedly this is before he got caught. How crazy is that? So I'm like, yo, is this real? like, but the thing is, the reason I bring this up is because I feel like for one, like Emmanuel said, he ain't the shooter, Jay. I just don't think he's the shooter, Jay. Right? So, and the reason I say that I don't think he's the shooter is simply because it's almost like this person wanted to get caught, right? So it's almost like he had a 4-day head start on the police, right? Like nobody knew where he was. He was in the wind, like me and Rudy was saying like a while back. He was in the wind, right? And then it's almost like he was running and he was so far ahead of the police that he just stopped and turned around and saw how far he was ahead and just allowed them to catch up. He get caught at McDonald's in the same outfit that he had on when he assassinated the CEO. He got the gun on him that he allegedly used. He's in McDonald's eating. Like, come on. That's how you get caught. You thought this out. Like you had this well thought out. And you get caught off for something stupid like this. I don't think he's a shooter.
You going with Patsy or decoy on him?
I'm going with decoy.
Okay, I got you. I don't know.
His family comes from money here in Maryland, like money.
Yeah, big money.
Like
That's
big
what I
money.
said. Like he had the bread for days.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. He had bread for days. So then apparently he did, like, I guess his family don't even have United. They have like Care First or whatever, which is, that's some top tier insurance right there, I guess, with Care First. But it just, the motive don't fit. The motive doesn't match, in my opinion. I'm just sitting there like, no, this kid is he's a distraction or a decoy. I can't see him pulling this off the way they saying it was pulled off. He's some disgruntled policy holder that was, that something happened to him possibly or whatever. To me, it looks like
cobalt, or is that what they're getting at?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought they said that there was the cobalt in his system, in his separated discs or something like that was leaking or something crazy.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I didn't get into all of that, and I was looking into it, and the other thing that they were bringing up is that he was deep into Ted Kaczynski stuff, and we know the history on Ted Kaczynski is when he went to the top tier school, he was the smartest, most intelligent man in the room. So he got up there, and the elites knew this already from his paperwork and all his stuff, etc. So they get him into this program where they start to break him down, and they take him to the back rooms, and they get Ted Kaczynski hooked up to some equipment, basically Manchurian Candidate, the guy, for a long period of time. And they break him down. They start yelling at him, screaming at him, try to mentally tear him apart, which is what they did, where they were successful doing.
Yeah.
They did the Bucky Barnes treatment on Ted Kaczynski. If you look into his story, where he originated from. He went to the Ivy League school. He thought he was going to be top tier, the next Einstein. They even mentioned that in Good Will Hunting, the film. And then they take him to the back rooms. They hook him up to the machinery, and they get busy, jacking him up. So I wonder if he's letting us know that he was jacked up at those Ivy League schools too that he went to, because he said that, because the one thing that they were getting out of this too was he's a Ted Kaczynski follower.
Well, that's because he wrote he left a review on the manifesto of the Unabomber. Right now, if you're a real conspiracy theorist and you really got your eyes wide open and all that other stuff, you've read the manifesto of Ted Kaczynski. I don't know why I can't talk that. I might actually have a Joe Nichols slick stutter.
Don't speak that.
But yeah, like, who hasn't? We all read it. You know what I mean? But they're trying to say that radicalized them. No. First off, he's not the shooter. He's not the shooter. It's like close but no cigar. Like he favors the person that they showed us. He favors that person, but that's not him. You know what I mean? But I also think that he's playing a part. So the thing about it is whatever it is, it's a distraction, right? It's a distraction. So like I stopped paying attention to it so much. Like, I think this kid's gonna walk on some kind of process. He's being romanticized by all these people. He's gonna have him on fucking Teen Beat soon and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part, because of the slippery slope that comes behind that, right? Because you're gonna have a lot of copycats that's gonna come out of nowhere. Like, nobody's safe. You know what I mean? Like, you have general managers of fucking Popeyes. They ain't gonna be safe. The front desk at Spirit Airlines, none of them safe. Somebody's gonna be out here trying to play Batman, and that's the problem. Is everybody's trying to give him a pass, like, down with the pharmacy. Like, and it's fine, I get it, right? Because the American health, what's the word? The American medical, whatever you want to call it, is in shambles. The United States healthcare system is in shambles, and it does need to be overhauled. But you can't go around just popping people because you disagree with their job. You know what I mean? That to me, that's crazy. That is a vigilante right there. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything heroic. You know what I mean? He went out there and he shot some guy in the back. And now they're trying to spin it. Because let's not get off of the, let's not what's the word? Pretend it's something it's not. It definitely wasn't because he was disgruntled or he was for the people. This was a hit all day long. This guy was some high profile guy that allegedly he was under investigation. He's supposed to testified and all this other stuff. He got some ties to the Pelosi's and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? He probably knew where the bodies were buried and he was ready to start squealing and talking. They had to take him out, you know, some loose ends. So he wasn't some person that we're taking, like, he wasn't the sheriff from Nottingham and Robin Hood came and took him out. That's not what it was. That's not what it was. You know what I mean? And I get it, you know, because like my dad, he has to take he takes chemo, right? And if he didn't have the money he has, he wouldn't be able to do it. I think he said it's something like close to 10 grand every time he sits in the chair. Right? And if he didn't have that, you know, if he didn't have the money to do that, he wouldn't be able to, you know, get the treatment. Because a lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean? So does our healthcare system need to be overhauled? Yeah. But you can't do it by killing people. You know what I mean? So, and then all of a sudden he gets caught. He gets caught because the McRib is back for a limited time only. He on the run, but he saw that McRib side and he just couldn't help himself and got himself caught or something crazy.
I don't even like the new McRib.
I don't either. The old school one was the best.
The old school one was on point. The new one is it tastes funky. I took like, what was it, 2 years ago or something like that? Whenever they brought it back for a little bit of time, like they like to do this time around. I went to go grab one and I was like, ugh, they changed the formula up. I'm not eating one of these again. It was nasty.
I know, right? I had to have 4 of them just to make my determination. I had 3 the first day, and then I had 1 the next day. Like, oh yeah, it's not the same, you know. Okay, they was on point back when the Flintstones movie came out, because that's when they dropped, right? That's when the McRib first dropped. It was when they had the first Flintstone movie. That's what I remember. But yeah, he get caught because his ass at McDonald's. It's the same the same shooter that got caught at McDonald's. And then you had Lee Malvo and them where they staged the police that caught him. They staged themselves at the McDonald's to catch him. Man, it's something up at McDonald's. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting this all off beat. But it's a distraction, right? It's a distraction. Excuse me. Diddy and Jay-Z, that's a distraction. All right, guys. Diddy and Jay-Z is a distraction. Jay-Z, he's going to walk from whatever allegations it is. Diddy ass ain't going to court until May. Stop paying attention to that bullshit. Like, it's just noise. The real thing we need to be paying attention to, Jay, is where the hell did these drones come from and why they're around. That's the real story, guys. And I said this last week. That's the real story. Where did these drones come from and why are they here? Now you got the United States trying to make us believe that they trying to tell us that this shit is from fucking Moonbase Alpha and they just appeared out of nowhere and doing all this shit on December 3rd. They were dancing around in the sky like what was it, First Encounters of a Third Kind or whatever that movie was called. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got that up on the shelf.
Speaking of that, we got Valiant Thor. He's in the building right now. He's here straight from Venus, guys. Straight from Venus. Valiant Thor in the building. What did he say? In the 1970s, in a dying confession, Warner von Braun, Operation Paperclip, confided in Dr. Carol Rawson, Fairchild Industries, about what was to come. Is that right? Dr. Carol Rawson's reputation is without reproach. Uh-oh.
I remember seeing something about that before the story. Something around the drones, man, the drones. But we said that a lot of people were pointing to 2025 to be Project Bluebeam is what the truth across the truth internet sphere has been saying that for a minute. As far back as a couple years ago, several years ago, they've been saying in 2025 there's going to be an uptick in flying stuff going on. He said, whether it be UFOs, drones, all this, Project Bluebeam, or they're going to turn that on and show imagery, holograms in the sky, get us to thinking that different things is going on.
He said, by the way, I knew Warner Von Braun. That'd be crazy if this is the real. Wouldn't it be wild if this was the real Valiant Thor?
Yeah. John Titor in here too.
Yeah,
John Titor was
John Titor, where he at, we got all the celebrities coming through.
What's the other one? JFK Jr. What's good with it? How you living? Everyone start popping into the chat.
Yeah, come on through. But that's the real story though. So this is what I said last week, Jay. And YouTube, they some bitches, man. YouTube took me down for literally reporting the news. I was literally reporting the news, and YouTube struck me down.
What word did you say that was forbidden?
So Congress did that investigation on the Yameen, and they said that shit came from and I was just reporting the news because that's what came out, and I may not have said that the good doctor might have pulled a Jack Kevorkian on the zesty crowd, you know what I mean, with the ZAC. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw out some random words.
Was you speaking in code? Or
I was not.
Oh, you was just letting it fly. See,
I feel like I kind of half-ass was. I don't know. Somebody probably reported me.
Man, Agent Francois over there at Google sits here and watches Cannon. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And you made his. You made all his glitter go flying when you started talking reckless. And he said, report.
Like Sonic rings. Ding. Oh, my gosh. Watching from Los Alamos National Laboratory. Uh-oh. Well, thanks for the subscribe, though. Yeah. And, man, yeah. And Steph called it, too. He was like, Hotep and band. He knew it was coming. Anyway. But this is what I said last week. I said that these drones are our drones. They're from DARPA or something. The reason why I say this are our drones is because if it was Iran and it was off the coast of, I don't know, the East Coast, it would have never got that close to our airspace. It would have never got that close to the mainland. You can't tell me that. First off, they're the size of Buick Regals, allegedly. And you tell me there's a mothership big enough to house all of those things? You know what I mean? Then it got here into our airspace over our land, and we did nothing about it, right? Nobody said anything for a month.
There's a dark NASA operation called Project Black Lightning, I believe, where they operate near where the actual NASA's operate usually, and it's not SpaceX, it's a different one, and they have their own secret labeling and stuff like that, according to some released documents years ago. And even they posted that even on Yahoo News too a while back ago. Well, it's been a little bit, and they said that they have different drones that they fly up sometimes too. So I'm not. Maybe it's a part of the Project Black Lightning. Maybe I don't know.
So Valiant Thor said, "Can I give you?" Sure, Valiant Thor. What you got? He says we also use what is this word? Tachyonic echo mapping, multi-spectrum integration, temporal. What's that? Aperture observation and subspace signal detection. That sounds like a lot of. All right, go. I got you. that sound like a lot of words. That sounds like a lot of words. Jay said he'd be right back. He's gonna grab something to drink real quick. That sounds like a lot of words. Oh man. But like I said, guys, it's got to be some kind of DARPA situation. If it was Iran, they would have shot that shit down immediately the minute they got close. They'd have scrambled some F-16s to take that shit out of there. The fact that nobody said anything and everybody act like they didn't notice anything is very telling. The fact that they tried to make us believe that there were aliens here on December the 3rd. Come on, guys. It was just a distraction to get people all fantasizing about it, but allow for them to launch these drones, right? It allowed for them to launch these drones into our airspace. And the reason why they wanted to launch the drones into our airspace is because there's an imminent threat, Jay. Those drones are out there patrolling for something. And I've been saying that since they've been out there. They've been out there since November 17th. Those drones are out there patrolling for something. And I don't know what it is. Either they're out there to like stop a hypersonic missile, or they're there because they're looking for something, or they're a deterrent, or some kind of countermeasure. That's why them drones are out there. Now, why they're over New Jersey, I don't know. Is there something special about New Jersey that I don't know about? I don't know. You know what I mean? They're over Bedminster. They're over air bases. Now, another thing it could be is the Chinese. The Chinese have, they put up all that land near all of those military bases. It could be them. But I feel like if it was them, the minute those drones would have went in the air, somebody's military response would have happened. The fact that we had no military response, the fact that we had no FAA response tells me that those are United States drones from some agency, some black agency or whatever you want to call it. And they're up there because they are a countermeasure or they're looking for something. Period, full stop. So that's why I'm saying that we need to stop paying attention to all this other dumb shit and really pay attention to these drones. These drones are the real story. What are they looking for, or what are they up there to do? That's the thing. People out there flying their drones up near the drones, and then those drones are draining the regular drones power and making them crash down to the ground. You got people saying that like the drones will fly over their cars, and the time changes on the car, on the radio. That must be a hell of a magnetic field. You know what I mean? But now I believe in aliens, right? I told you guys that. I appreciate you, Black Falcon, man, with the $2. I ain't trying to, you know how I do. I'm reckless, baby. But that's the thing, right? But they're, I don't know. I feel like it's not them practicing something. Those things are deployed and they're there to stop something from happening. That's just, and the United States won't tell us what it is because they don't want to panic the people. That's what I think. I don't think they're sentient I don't think that Ultron sent them shits. I don't think they're from Earth 762 and they're coming to visit. I don't think they're extraterrestrial. I think they're straight from here. I don't think they're from Lemuria. I don't think they're from the center of the earth. I think they're from DARPA. And those things are up there to stop something from happening. Should somebody launch a missile or a dirty bomb or something here in the United States, and it's there to detect it, to stop it. That's what I think it is. But we have to pay attention to that story. That story is more pertinent than anything else coming out in the news. Even, unfortunately, this mass shooting that happened in Madison, Wisconsin. It's sad what happened. It really is. But that's going to be used as a distraction. That's going to be used to run cover for whatever it is. Keep your eyes on these drones. Keep your eyes on these drones, please. That's the story. That's the story. That's what's important right now. What you think, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go back to that Hawaii incident with the whole fat fingers thing.
Yeah.
And that movie that came out afterwards, Aloha, or before. I'm not really sure. I think it came out before the incident. Did it with that movie that explained that there was projects that are going on that are outside of the range of what NASA or Space Force or any of these other so-called organizations are out there running. There's other deep pockets involved in it, and it's not just Musk out there. It's like when we got our eyes fixated on one thing, they got 3 other things over here on the side. So I think that you're right about that.
Yeah, it's like, don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing,
Yeah.
It's like, as soon as
you see me, now you don't.
Exactly. As soon as you start paying attention to what's important, they send something else your way to take your attention away. And it's just, like I said, I don't know what's going on with these drones. I feel like something's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Is it to keep Trump from getting in office and start something? I don't know. Is it Project Bluebeam? It could be. Like Let's not forget about the Spider-Man movie where Mysterio was using the drones to project the Kraken and all that other stuff onto the world. Like, it could be a thing. Those drones might form Voltron and fight some fake monster or something like that. I don't know.
You know, if they do that, I would guess that the next thing they're gonna do is show a airliner, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like they did back in like the 90s. They're gonna show like an airliner, and then do something towards it with those drones, I believe.
Right. So I'm shocked that an airliner hasn't collided with one yet.
Because they might not be there. They, like we said, they might be small. And then the other thing is, remember during that day back then, they could have went out over there and started launching all the fighters to go and intercept these things or come through there to see what the heck is going on. But they didn't do that, so they obviously have a stand down of some kind in place.
Bruh, I don't know. It's just season 3 of America's lit, bro. Like, oh my gosh, it's like we're on the edge of our seats, guys. Can't wait for season 4. I'm telling you. You know, now we had this situation happen today, Jay.
Yeah, the Christian spot.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is par for the course. Biden calls for an assault weapons ban after handgun attack at Wisconsin Christian school.
This is the second Christian school to be attacked. And last week it was another one.
Really? I didn't hear about the first one.
You didn't remember that? Yeah, last week it was a different Christian school that got attacked. And three kids got hurt.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I'll send you the thingy to it.
Yeah, send it to me. But we already knew that the rally cry for the assault weapons ban was coming. We knew that was coming. You know what I mean? We knew it was coming. But the thing about it with this is again, we gotta wait until all the information come out, right? Now I'm gonna just say this: shooter is an alleged 17-year-old female. Let's just say alleged because the police still don't want to say that's who it is. Thanks, I got it. The police don't want to say who it is, and you just generally give it 24 hours to get all the information out of there. But the thing about it is this. Again, guys, we told you that these false flags are going to start happening. And false flags, people, for those of you guys who's new, false flags don't mean that it doesn't mean nobody died or nobody got hurt or it's fake, right? We've always been collateral damage to the United States. We've always been cannon fodder. They'll kill people to further their agenda. You know what I mean? You said she's 15, not 17. But you know what I mean? It's a lot of a lot of misinformation can go around and muddy the waters before all the information comes out. So I mean, with this, prayers out to the families and the victims. It's sad. It gives me the vibe of that Sandy place. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just leave it right there. But it gives me that vibe. The funny part is that one happened on the 14th of December, right? Just before Christmas, the 14th of December back in 2012. This one happens today, but it gives me that vibe. Now, I guess we'll find out more about the shooter, what's going on. Apparently, she had a boyfriend. The boyfriend looked kind of batshit crazy, if that's who it was that Uncle Hotep was showing on his channel. The girl, if that's the shooter, she looked a little distraught. But the way the manifesto, they found the manifesto, right? So the way the manifesto sounded is like she was some kind of religious zealot. So I'm like, the religious zealot goes and shoots up the Christian school. You know what I mean? I'm like, how on the nose could that be? You know what I mean? So
that's crazy stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It sounds all of it off the bat sounds too whacked out to even be
right.
We're gonna wait till the details all emerge, but off the bat, it sounds something sounds off the wall with every bit of it.
Appreciate the 199 reaction.
Hey, reaction, appreciate it.
And trouble. Jonas said, "LOL. If she or he, it'll be less covered than the Wakesha drive-through." Oh my God, I forgot. Jeez. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. It's just I don't know, man. And then found dead. The kid could have been playing. This is the distraction. This screams Treadstone all day long. You know what I mean? It's sad though. 5 dead, 5 injured. What they said. I'm not sure if they're including the shooter in the 5 dead though, but I don't know. It's sad, man. It's just what it is. Just what we are now, in the world. In the grand scheme of things, I don't know. I feel bad. I guess we'll know more about this tomorrow. I'm not going to cover that because I'm still on probation.
Shoot, we all know what it was. It's like some kind of big mystery. We all know exactly what they was pulling.
Oh shit! What's this?
Oh, I saw this earlier.
You saw this earlier? I ain't see this.
Yeah, I seen this.
Shabadoo brewskis. You know what he say all the time. Well, let me let it start over because I didn't hear what he was saying. Oh man. I mean, yeah. Let's look at this. Let's look at this real quick. Come on. Let me just click. Why don't let me open it?
Yeah, there's stories all over about how that quantum chip has proven the multiverse exists and parallel universes are something we can contact. According to Google, this new quantum chip is so powerful, it can do math.
Let me go to his channel. There we go.
Google says their quantum chip, their new computer chip, has gained access to parallel universes. Yeah, you can replay that if you want, but you heard me right. Google says their new quantum chip, shown here, may not have only proven that the multiverse actually exists, but they may have gained access to those parallel universes. I hope this hasn't caused anything weird to happen on Earth in the past few weeks. Yeah, there's stories all over about how that quantum chip has proven the multiverse exists and parallel universes are something we can contact. According to Google, this new quantum chip is so powerful, it can do math equations 10 septillion times faster than the best computer on the planet. So that quantum chip, AI, is basically light years ahead of the best computer that man had made up till now. So let me get this straight. They say they proved the multiverse exists. They say they can contact parallel universes. And since then, thousands of drones have been just going around the Earth watching us. Probably just a coincidence, Yeah. Okay, Poochkies, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo!
So let's go into our X-Files bag, Jay. Let's go into our X-Files bag. All right. Now I've always said this, right? And I've said this ever since I seen that movie Arrival. Right? That was a really good movie, actually. So I seen the movie Arrival, and it made sense to me. And I always had this theory working in my head. I just didn't know what it was. I think time is simultaneous. I think the past, present, and the future are all happening at the same
presentism.
time.
That's in that movie Here. Did you watch that new movie Here with Tom Hanks in it?
No, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's present. It's the most esoteric film I've seen all year, and it involves presentism. There's also a film that came out a few years ago called Ghost.
Apparently, it's a show
Story.
on Netflix that does the same thing. I can't. Think
Yeah,
of the
kind
name
of.
the movie.
I know what you're talking about. I have that.
It's like I forgot what show it is. Not,
Yeah, he goes.
Not Sliders.
He invents the one where they have the time machine called was it called Alphas or something like that? It's from the director
not Alphas.
of Men.
I got it.
That one?
It begins with a P. I can't remember what it's called. I'll find it and I'll remember it. But yeah, I'm present. I guess with a presentism, like past, present, and future are all in the same time. What's up, man? Kid Gravity in the building. What's up?
Pause.
Oh, not pause.
There
Let me
he-
hear that.
Their presences.
Yeah, so, but I also believe in the parallel universe. What was it? Is that string theory? No, it's parallel.
No, well,
Isn't
you could, you could, it could interrelate with the string theory. You're right about that.
so? With that being said, I can see that. So the quantum computer, I always wondered, like, where's it getting this data from? Where's it reaching to get the data from? And I was able. I mean, the name quantum computer made me feel like, it's grabbing this data from an alternate reality. Right? So with them saying, Google saying they can access parallel universes, I don't think that's too far off. I think that CERN's been doing it. I definitely think CERN's been already doing it. You know what I mean? I think Uncle Brosy, that's where he got ate by cannibals, back in World War II.
Ate by the cannibals.
I find it interesting. Let's just say full tinfoil hat. These drones are actually they can slide between realities or slide between dimensions, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. These drones, maybe they did get contacted by CERN or contacted by NASA or Google, and they say, "Hey, yo, if this is real, go ahead and do the electric slide into Earth 678." You know what I mean? And that's what they've been doing, looking around, just taking notes, right? Like, I think that would be interesting. That would be very interesting if that was the case. Now, they did have to show sliders, and that's what they were doing. They were sliding between dimensions, remember?
I love that show.
Yeah. So, that's for all people that grew up in the 90s, we might have been born
Somewhere Eric Stoltz is the leading actor of Back to the Future trilogy, and he did a fantastic job.
Fantastic job. Fantastic.
Yeah. Somewhere Nicolas Cage is reprising his role as Superman.
Right, exactly. Quantum entanglement communications. I was into that. I got so into quantum entanglement at one point. Now I don't remember any of it. Like, I was into it. Like, I know that it was saying, like, what was it, like two atoms or something like that? No matter where they are, they're always connected or something like that. I can't remember anymore. I was so into it. Now I don't remember it. My brain's mush now. So tired. I got to start getting more than 4 hours of sleep. Anyway. But I don't know. Parallel universes, it would make... If those drones were up there and they just kept popping in and out, because you had them talking about Iran, but then you had another part of the United States, like, it ain't no Iran. We don't know where this shit came from. We don't know where they leave. We don't know where they go to. We don't know where they power up. We don't know where they land at. They just fucking disappear and they come back every night. What if they are sliding between realities and it's, it's like bizarro Earth or something like that, and they coming to check us out, stuff like that. That'd be interesting. Could you imagine that?
No, I have to see.
Like Trump gives out one of those UFOs.
On the subject of Trump for a second,
dressed like John Connor.
you see his is that his? Can you pull up his symbol? Right, he's got the flag over his face, right? Doesn't he?
You said it. Oh, you talking about from from True Social? I got you.
Yeah, we can look at it real quick because when I was looking at it, I saw eight stars on his face, and that's his number is 8. So I think that's what he got on his face. But I was just trying to check to see.
Why am I not signed in True Social? That's all right. I think it's the same thing on. It's the same thing on
Twitter.
Yeah.
I know what his number 88 and 47 are his numbers in Gematria. There it is right there. I need to save this one. So the one over the one in his eye, he's squinting down on you. You can't see it, but the others 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right?
Oh, you saying he got 88 in his face?
He got 8 stars on his left side of his eye.
Yeah.
That's what he He's like the keeper of time. 88 is his number, and 47 is also his number in gematria. If you put in Trump, you get 88 or 47.
You know what's also interesting?
What's up?
Is that Ingersoll Lockwood was the author of Little Baron Trump's Marvelous Adventures, I believe.
Yeah.
And The Last President or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what type of watch they said Trump used to wear?
The Engelbar or whatever?
Ingersoll. He used to wear an Ingersoll watch. Very interesting. Because like authors have pen names. Ingersoll Lockwood is probably not the real name of the author. Maybe Trump's the time traveler.
Trump's the time traveler. I used to call the keeper of in the gematria community. They call him the keeper of time, and they've been saying that for the longest time about his 88 connection, and just like in Back to the Future, I mentioned earlier, that 88 is the important number that once you reach there, you begin time traveling. And you just mentioned Arrival. The symbol that the aliens kept making on the window was the 8.
Yeah.
For the infinity symbol.
Yeah.
The 8 looping. That time is if time is in a loop, that's another theory that we're in looped time, and that's why people have deja vu, because they've experienced this already. This is just time repeating itself in a loop. That reality is looped.
I think, what if everything, what if it's, all right, so what if the world is just what if we all is a big game of Roy? What if we're just a big game of Roy like on Rick and Morty?
That's rough. Nihilistic reality.
I'm just saying, think about it, right? You die and then you wake up and you take your visor off like, oh shit, how far did I make it? Am I going back in? Let's go back in, and then you jump back into this. Or it's like Westworld. Right, history's doomed to repeat itself. We're supposed to take ourselves out every single time, and we keep replaying the game, right? And then here comes the nuke. We failed the mission. Here comes the nuke. Boom, and then we restart the game again, like in Westworld.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It would be interesting.
Cataclysmic, huh?
What'd you say?
The cataclysmic theory or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a repeating. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's just a repeating cycle. It's just a repeating cycle. Or we're all on some mothership and we're all in cryogenic, sleep.
That's the worst one. We're in cryogenic sleep.
And this is where we are right now. We're all in the collective consciousness, just here until we get to our destination. Would be crazy if those drones or that mothership or whatever is coming here is us.
Actually, there was a film that did that a while back ago.
Really?
Not very well, but it came out in the 90s or 2000s. So I have to go pick it up again, see what its name was. But that's what they showed in that one. The aliens were actually us in the future, debilitated and gray in skin because they'd gone through so much horrible stuff.
Right.
And they were just trying to stop the cataclysm of the nuclear stuff that begins.
But we could be like Wall-E. I'm just thinking out loud, could you imagine, cryogenic sleep? We on our way somewhere. Maybe we're on our way somewhere, and it's a long journey. It's a very long journey. So they put us in some kind of self-induced coma with this game or whatever, these basic instructions before we get to where we're going, and that's what it is. And you just play life as long as you can until you die, and then you wake up, and then, hey, I'm gonna go back to sleep and try it again. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Truth is stranger than fiction, and now they willing to start talking about UFOs now, which is another red flag for me. Is when they are, let's have disclosure, and then a week after disclosure, we all of a sudden have unidentified flying objects all over the place. No. Or that old world map is really true, and that our 7 continents is surrounded by an ice wall, and past that ice wall there's another set of continents, and then past that is another set of continents. That'd be wild. That could be it. Maybe the more advanced civilization is beyond the ice wall, and Richard Byrd and them got too close and they got their asses handed to them and they got sent back this way.
Jonah keeps saying is they got beat up by the aliens.
Yeah, but Richard Byrd said that. They said they got their ass whooped out there, and they came back with their tail tucked between their legs and made a 52-nation treaty. Don't go that way.
Don't leave the aliens alone.
Leave the aliens alone.
But back then though, what they saying that some of the aliens were those Nordics that were like 8 feet tall or something like that.
I forgot their names. Yeah. The Nordic whites or something like that. They were like blue-eyed.
The tall whites.
But it could be because look at Hitler. He was he was brown. He had brown hair and brown eyes, and he said the blonde hair, blue eye was the master race. He came in contact with something that made him feel that way.
What was it? What was it called? Agartha or whatever. Yeah. They mentioned that in Black Ops 2. They go into the portal. They go into the portal in Black Ops Part 2 in the Call of Duty series, and they go into Agartha, and the little girl is lost in there, and she keeps calling and she keeps placing her teddy bears everywhere. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
And she keeps calling out.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's a cool part of the video games.
I'm telling you guys.
Nordic Scandinavians from the Palladians.
I think that Icelandic people. You ever hear Icelandic people talk?
Feet tall.
You ever hear Icelandic people talk in their language? They sound
I don't hear no
crazy.
ice people talk.
I'm gonna see if I can't find that shit. Hold on. I'm like, them motherfuckers sound like the aliens. Beep boop beep bop beep boop.
Thor them.
Yeah, yo. I think
they hopped off the bridge.
They might be the real ones hiding in this bitch. Beep boop beep bop beep boop.
Baron, one of them with his 8 foot tall self. He one of the Nordic aliens.
Yeah,
why is Baron Trump 8 feet tall? That's an alien if I ever seen one.
Let me see if we can't find it.
Trump gonna put Donald Jr. in office next. Now Trump's the kingmaker, that's for sure. He's gonna set things up in place. He's got his empire. His empire is getting set up.
Let's see.
But they want.
Hey Iceland, your language is weird, right? Hey, come on, but yeah. How would you literally translate club? Oh, you mean fun place? Yeah, that's the one. How about pirate? Oh, that's ocean robber. And what about influencer? Not you. Oh, shut up. How would you say it? Effect causer. Oh, that's quite literal. How about jukebox? Oh.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Is this it?
Ég tala ekki íslensku. Ég tala íslensku. Ég tala smá íslensku. Ég tala góða íslensku.
Like it sounds different from like if you hear Japanese people talk, it's like okay, it's Japanese. If you hear people Spanish people talk, they talk like they know Spock. You know what I mean? like I think the Icelandic people might be real aliens. Or they real descendants of like whatever the hell Hitler thought he saw. Or talked to him or whatever. The Nordics, the Nordic whites, the tall whites. Cause think about all them giants over there anyway. Half Thor is what, 7 feet tall? You know what I mean?
Which one?
The world's strongest man, Hafthor. Hafthor Bjornsson. He's like
he
7
Nordic
feet.
Or something?
He's Icelandic. He's 7 feet tall, 420 pounds.
420?
Yeah.
Nice.
He played the Mountain on Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? So like, let me see.
What is your favorite Icelandic word?
I don't know any Icelandic word.
You want to learn a new Icelandic word?
No.
What do you want to learn?
I don't want to learn anything.
You want to learn how to say thank you?
Yes, okay.
You say asni.
Asni.
What is your favorite Icelandic word?
I don't know.
You want to learn
I wish I could find this one conversation I was listening to. It was some CrossFitters that were talking. It was Catherine David's daughter, Sarah, whatever fucking daughter, and the other the more popular one. They're all something daughter. And they were talking, and it sounded crazy. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It sounded like they was trying to phone home. But like I said, I don't know. This is very interesting to me. I love stupid shit like that. All right, let's do a speed round.
You trying to figure out Icelandic?
I think if the aliens come back, they going to Iceland first. They going to Iceland first. Not now. And where is my stuff at? There we go. So did you see this shit?
People aboard the mothership.
Yeah, baby Bubba.
Wow.
Look at this.
What's he got?
This is I'm telling you, something's up. What if they're here to witness this? What if the drones are from another dimension or something and they're here to witness this shit happening right here?
What is that?
Pope Francis to open 5 sacred portals on Christmas Eve for a ritual that's never been done before.
Okay. You're doing too much there.
You know what portals they talking about opening? They're gonna knock on Lucifer's door, like his tomb, and they're gonna open it.
Is that right?
They tripping.
I got. Was that a New York Post?
This is the New York Post.
Oh man.
He's gonna knock on Lucifer's tomb. What? What if they're here to witness that shit? They came to pick up their homie. Yo, the Euphrates River is almost fucking dry. Okay, it's almost dried up. The Euphrates River is almost dried up, people. And now the Pope, who they argued to say that he will be the last Pope. You ever heard that story? Him being the last Pope.
Yeah, they said that he has to get hit with arrows though in the old story, right?
I don't remember. I just know this one guy. This one guy accurately predicted all of the popes up to Pope Francis is the last pope. And maybe this is why. On Christmas Eve, he's going to open up 5 portals. 5. So what are those 5? So first off, how many horsemen is it of the apocalypse, Jay?
What's that?
It's
how many?
4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
That's
and then you add Lucifer to that.
They're always trying to get to the 5th age, right? That's what they get. The V. The V for victory is actually the 5 that they're always throwing up. The elites are talking about. They're trying to get to the 5th age. We're in the age of Aquarius right now. They're trying to get to this other mystical age where they did that whole performance in London where they had the big rock come down. Oh, they even did it during the Super Bowl when they had SpongeBob doing the little trumpet. Yeah. And then he said, "I'm ready," and the big asteroid came and hit the Earth. That's the rock that they're waiting for. It's the piece of Nibiru or whatever that they call the rock, and they're waiting for the rock to hit the Earth, and that rock is Wormwood in Revelation.
I'm telling you, yo, Heaven's Gate got that shit right.
There's some Martian Chronicles, Ray Bradbury stuff out here.
Heaven's Gate got that shit right. I think they got on the Hellbop comment and got the hell out of Dodge. Oh, man.
I think they just went to hell. I think they just killed themselves. Burning up.
I'm telling you, they figured out we was in a big game of Roy and they got out. But this Pope Francis thing is wild, yo. This Pope Francis shit is wild. I'm like, yo, leave it alone. There's 5 portals. We know it's 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and then you add Lucifer to that. That's 5. Those drones is here to watch. Those drones is here to watch what's happening.
You want a crazy connection? Michael Strahan is related to Werner von Braun.
Get the fuck out of here. How?
Did you know that?
No.
Did you know? So yeah, I just thought that's a crazy connection, but I should.
That's a hell
Michael Strahan, Werner von Braun. He's mixed with the European. What's that lady's name? Queen Charlotte, I think. But he's related to all the black nobility that were all related to the Germans. So that's why he's related to Werner von Braun.
Let's get crazy.
Michael Strahan.
We about to get crazy. Jonah, call in, goddammit. Let's go, Jonah. Call on in. Call on in. The line is open for you.
Have you heard of Rome? What's his name? Odunes, who plays with the He's an NFL wide receiver. His name is Rome Aduns. He's the little nephew of Tom Hanks. I could go find that dude. I'll show you his picture. Rome Aduns, that's his name.
That's crazy. But this shit right here, Pope Francis need to leave shit alone. They fucking around with powers they don't understand.
I'm trying to see who he is. Are they gonna send the Chiefs back again? They keep sending the Chiefs over and over again.
Of course they are. I think they want to make the Chiefs a dynasty. Here go ahead, look. Here go ahead.
So scripted.
Here go the video. I know it was a video. Check this out.
You got to ask yourself, why would the Pope put a lie?
Hold on. Here go Jonah right here.
Welcome in, Jonah.
Yo, what's up, Jonah?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, Jonah.
Chilling. What crazy shit you got for us right now, Jonah?
Let's get banned.
I already sent you one link, right? So see if you can pull up the DM.
Will you send it to Twitter?
The DM.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold up.
Do you remember the 111? And I know Jay knows that number from the frequencies. The 111 people that died at Kaaba in September 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got September 5th. That was when the Munich event happened too. They're gonna realign with these 11s, because we get 7 and 4 is our 11 also. So we have to realigning with these 9/11 events too. 11 and 9, or the power of 11. Is the frequency of the
11 is also Yanis, right?
Right.
The Yanis, the god of beginnings and endings, the god of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But 111 is the frequency of the angels, right? The Kaaba.
Mm-hmm. 111.
And then 111 people died in a crane collapse. The plasma explosion occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me see if I got the other one the same. I guess even better. Have you ever heard of the Ark of Gabriel?
No, I haven't.
So, allegedly, the Ark of Gabriel is the weapon that they discovered.
So it's not the Ark of the Covenant?
What happened? No, the Ark of Gabriel, the angel.
Oh, yeah. I was saying it's separate from the Ark of the Covenant, right?
Yeah. So, with the Ark of Gabriel, when that was discovered, basically that the Pope, and anyone can look it up, it's Ark of Gabriel, Antarctica. I had to use the index to actually get a decent result here. So give me 1 second, I'll pull over that and get the link.
Okay.
Here we go.
Jonas pulled up something really good though about the Mecca crane collapse, because we saw this indication that they were talking about the cranes and how they're dangerous, but the crane is also symbolic too. You look down in the article and it mentions the 42 others that weren't charged, and then you see the Bin Laden family connection. They always are going to give us this 42 across everything. It has to do with the traveling or the journey, right?
Yeah.
And P. Sherman is what in Finding Nemo. Yeah. They're on the journey. P. Sherman, 42, Wallaby Way. They always give you the 42. Yeah. 42 is you're on a journey. 4 and 2 is 6. The 6 is the sacrifice, and you have the big sacrifice at the beginning of Finding Nemo where all the fish are killed. So they're going back to this crane, this fish. There's a lot of different animalistic symbolism here too that they're pulling from. So that they orchestrate these things via the number. The 444 days.
I just sent another.
That they let the hostages free when Ronald Reagan becomes president, when he told them to hold off on setting the hostages free so he could get to the 444. They did that too. They orchestrated these things via the numbers.
Yeah. So when they found this weapon, though, allegedly, there's released FSB documents, and I sent you a link from Gaia because I didn't want to go too, it's hard even finding results on Yandex, right? So allegedly what happened is the Pope at the time got together with the head of the Eastern Orthodox after the 1065 schism. The Pope brought some secret document And then the head of the Eastern Orthodox went down to the Antarctic with the fucking Ark of Gabriel weapon that was discovered at Kaaba. This is all alleged. I'm not saying it's true or not true. But then the Spetsnaz had to disappear into the Antarctic to return that weapon to the Antarctic Guardian. And this is all from released FSB documents.
That's cool. It's fire.
So I went with Gaia. I mean, there's other ones out there, but like you can find the released FSB documents too. But you know, when you're talking about, you know, they went down to fucking and got their asses kicked in that one location. Was it the Antarctic Guardian that kicked their fucking ass and sent them all back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you see that crane fall too? 9/11, 2015.
Yeah, that's what I was reading about. Yeah,
the 15-man crew.
Yeah,
they're gonna give us this 15 a lot for this 2025. That's the number coming up for this next year. It's gonna be 15 on everything. You're gonna see 15s constantly.
It also gets even funnier because that was 2015. They went down. They returned in December or whatever. But then if you're looking into it too, allegedly John Kerry, that's when he made his guest appearance under Obese, under Barry Tortoro, when he was about to lose to Trump. And he was trying to get the Antarctic Guardian to interfere, allegedly. And that's when they fucking hit Christchurch with a fucking earthquake the same day that Kerry was there for fucking trying to interfere with her. But again, too, it's just hilarious, right? Because you got Mecca, you got Kaaba, right? You have this alleged Ark of Gabriel, but we do know that 111 people died from plasma of fucking exposure. We're like, what the fuck is that, right?
Right.
So either the Saudis are really in on the game with the fucking, you know, the Mo the Assad guy, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you know, Mo the Assad guy and, you know, the Wahhabis are, you know, they're all working together, or like there's literally 111 people that died at the holiest site of that religion from plasma. And then all of a sudden you get the Russian, like, man, let's be honest, I've spent a lot of fucking time looking into trying to find ex-KGB documents. There's a really good one about, I don't know if you've ever seen where they discovered Yakub.
Oh, no.
The tomb of the visitor.
In the Russian
Yeah, the 1960s. In the fucking...
The one
they have a video.
The stuff that I was reading was the, what's it called? The biogenic or abiotic relationship of the planet Earth, and how the fossil fuels are just the plants and different things that return every year. And they said if they leave the oil wells alone, those things fill back up. That it isn't.
Oh yeah. It's like it's along the lines with the inner Earth water or something like that, or like they saying that the water it's not coming from above the water, like the oceans are being replenished from like within or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, if you go with the Adam and Eve story, the story of Genesis, they talked about how they separated the waters. Well, it's not just the Adam and Eve story. It's go with Popol Vuh. They literally talk about how the still waters met and that's the Mayan creation story, right? They talk about how the still waters met the dark waters, and then there was a ripple, and that's how creation started too, right? So, I mean, there's all kinds of shit out there, but getting back to, there's, I'll send you the video. It's hilarious. So the 1960s, like, it's so hard to find anything from the KGB, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything from Russia as far as, you know, it's not like the Christians engaged in anal, you know what I'm saying? And I spell engaged with an I, you know? Yeah. But it's not like them who go ahead and just release everything, right? So there's not that much documents. Yeah, Christians engaged in anal, but you got to spell with the I.
Yeah, Curious Contrarian says the abiotic theory, which is
that's it.
Yeah, oil and gas formation suggests that oil and gas are created from non-biological processes deep within the earth. Mm-hmm. Right.
And that those cycles just keep continuing over and over again, and that's what like the top Russian people all determined, and they had like help with like multiple studies that they would take like a oil well that had been all tapped out, and when they said, oh, it's a finite resource, it's done with, they'd left it alone, they'd come back there and it was completely filled up again.
What was I getting at though? Oh no, and I was saying like when they found Yakub, so there's a video from 1961. It's called The Tomb of the Visitor. I'll try to find the real short, but it's literally like a KGB home movie from the 60s where they're in Egypt, they're in a fucking, and they open a sarcophagus and like all this gas escapes and it's all black and white. And dude, literally, it's just a split second where they show whatever's in the sarcophagus, and it's fucking Yakub's big ass head.
They got him in a
I swear to God, I'm gonna send you the video once I'm off the phone.
The Russians got Yakub.
They might. You never know. He might have been to Tartar.
Yeah, no, man. 1961 or whatever. It's The Tomb of the Visitor. I gotta send it when I'm off. Like, it's fucking hilarious. But if I didn't pay attention to Hotep, I never would have known who Yakub was. But I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And I'm not even an alien guy, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious though, because I am. And I was like, I didn't know who Yakub was until HJM.
You ain't know the Yakub story? How can you call yourself Hotep without the Yakub's knowledge?
I didn't know until I started becoming Hotep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I went down rabbit holes since back in the day. I already knew the Yakub story.
I know, yes.
It's just funny, though, that you're talking about all this Antarctic shit, too, right? Like, obviously, I was making the jokes about Admiral Byrd, but, I mean, it's funny you talk about all this Antarctic shit. And then, like, literally, fucking, like, did they just make up the 111 dead and gave us the number? Or did 111 really die from fucking plasma? How the fuck do you die from plasma from a fucking crane falling? Where's the plasma in the crane?
Yeah, it's like, dang.
Anyways. I'm going to drop off. I'll send that to link you to the DM. It's just short flick, so you may want to check it real quick or not.
That's a good point, though. Appreciate it, Jonah.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jonah.
That's good.
Hotep and Bill.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, guys. That was loud. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, a lot of stuff, like, I like, it was on my radar, but, like, the Yakub thing, I was like, huh? But, I never knew about the Ark of Gabriel either. I just always thought it was just the Ark of the Covenant. But what I'm telling you is this, guys, the Pope fucking with some stuff that he shouldn't be messing around with. Hold up, what's this? Hold on. Yo. Hello?
Hey, Cannon.
What's up?
Yes,
Jack Reeves?
Yes, this is your president, Donald J. Trump, calling into the show. First-time caller. Thank you for taking my call, sir.
What's up, Jack?
Yes. How are you liking the economy so far? I haven't even taken office yet, and shit's really turning around, I must say.
It is turning around. I like when I went to the gas station, it was $3.30 for gas instead of $4.30.
Well, my big problem is that sucker Joe Nickelstick's trying to sell all my steel at the border before I can complete the wall. Kind of putting a little bit of a hindrance on my whole end game show as far as fixing the economy. I mean, I understand I do need some holes in the wall to send all these illegal, undocumented, haven't paid any taxes yet people back over to which they came. But luckily, up in Canada, there's some open links of chain link fence that they haven't quite got enough moose soldiers to guard yet. I can send them back through Canada just as fine as I can through Mexico. How are you doing today, sir?
I can't complain. Can't complain out here, just getting ready for the holidays. So I dread this holiday, guys. Like Christmas, I dread it.
Excellent. A Merry Christmas to you and your family. And I see you have the fine Mr. J. Pylon on your show tonight. How are you today, sir? Merry Christmas.
Doing good. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Melania and me, we really like, sitting around the campfire and, just slamming back cocktails and doing the last of Hunter Biden's cocaine. I actually planted that in there. It was quite a dirty trick on my part, but yes, see, as being president for once in my earlier term, I still have some people on the inside that can get some things done. Yeah, I'll have you know, the gasoline prices are going to go down so quickly. The border wall is going to be closed up as long as that dirty bastard Joe Biden doesn't sell the last of my precious steel. And before the end of the year, I'll tell you what, that bitch Nancy Pelosi is going to die in a hospital bed.
Hey, yeah, I want to talk about that.
I can let you in on all the information, sir. I have all the unclassified documents on this ready to go right in front of me. I have the full folder right here. Oh, wait, here Melania's coming over with a brand new Chardonnay. What's up, sweetheart? Yeah, give her a slap on the ass because she's so beautiful, right? America's favorite first lady. But yeah, go ahead, sir.
Oh, goodness gracious. So 1,000% shoot straight. I'm 1,000% certain she broke her hip because she was drunk and she fell.
Dang.
Well, it might have had something to do with me having one of my associates put something in her drink, but I've been trying for months now, and the bitch has a high tolerance to this shit, man. And for God's sakes, her husband pays a guy to beat him on the dick with hammers. Like, these people have extremely high pain tolerance. They're high as fuck on pills and stuff. I paid a guy to shit in front of her house. She didn't notice it for 3 days. I tell you what, these Democrats, they were an easy opponent, Mr. Cannon, Hotep. An easy opponent. But the only thing easier than defeating all these worthless swamp creature rats will be building the wall, drill, baby, drill, and Justin Trudeau getting on his knees and licking my boots.
Well, you said he was going to be the governor of Canada if it becomes the 51st state.
I already have the governor of Canada, Gavin Newsom.
Oh, like Gavin.
Gavin Newsom's cleaning the bottom of Melania's shoes as we speak. She had to go get me another Chardonnay before I slept her on the ass. Yeah, Gavin Newsom is taking his job. I'm going to make Canada the worst state in the entire country, and then we're just going to cut the lines, baby, let that sucker sink into the bottom of the sea and take all that wood. So that way, I can give it to Elon Musk. Maybe lower the price of steel. We can, maybe use some of these leftover illegal aliens to build some wood pallet rocket shit out of all of Canada's fine tree resources. Hey, you come up with some good ideas sitting around drinking Chardonnay. I also smoke fine Cuban cigars. Yes, because only, Donald J. Trump does these kind of things. It's kind of what we do here on our off time when we're not kicking the living shit out of the Democrats.
All right, President Trump, we're going to get back to the show. We appreciate the call in.
All right. Well, I would like to ask you fine young boys, what are you going to ask of Santa Claus this year? Jay Pylon, let's start with you. Jay Pylon, what would you like for Christmas from Uncle Santa Trump? As far as the economy, I can only do amazing things with the economy.
I need a pair of socks.
Socks coming right up. They're not going to be made in America, I'll have you know, but I can get you some socks. Mr. Cannon, sir, what would you like from President's economy? How about a brand new gun?
I need that fucking hat I just ordered from you back during the election season. I still ain't got my goddamn hat, President.
Well, China and I have been having some troubles. Those damn Canadians are being pretty pesky. Mexico got straight in line. I told them there was going to be tariffs, and they said, meh, 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 or some stuff in Mexico, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, but I told them tariffs, and they closed down their immigrants they were just sending them here by the thousands. And I'm like, no, we're going to win, win, win. And they're like, Mr. Trump, you can't just win that much. And I was like, yes, I promise the American people they're going to get tired of winning. And they're like, okay, we'll stop sending the caravans and the fentanyl. And I was like, yeah, well, bitch, I'm waiting. Until then, I'll be drinking Chardonnay and drinking, stopping these little things on the ass when I play golf and stuff. Sometimes people try to shoot at me, but, luckily Joe Biden came through with the Secret Service this time. And, they don't pour as well a Chardonnay as Melania does. But I'll tell you what, they have been, trying to take out more guys with tiles and stuff that have college educations and vote Democrat. So I'm presuming that's the least of my problems for now.
All right, President, we about to get back to this show. We appreciate you calling in.
Well, one last thing. I do need to come clean on one thing, Mr. Cannon Hotep.
What's that?
Yeah, it's actually not President Trump. It's Jack Reeves, man. I had to come clean on that one, man. I couldn't let it go any longer, dude.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Dude, I know I had you all fooled and everything, and I was selling that shit.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Well, we all know that.
Waiting for the cease and desist to come through.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Trump don't drink Chardonnay, but man, I wouldn't put him down for slapping her on the butt. Just saying. Hey, but I do have a Christmas present, man. Even if the hat doesn't come through and the socks, I do have a Christmas present for you guys. So I sent you a Gmail of this new Donald Trump song that I made. It's all well and fine and dandy. It's not going to get your channel nuked. HJ played it earlier this week on his channel, and he gave it his stamp of approval. But I sent it to you in a Gmail. I did it like last Friday at the VFW. It's the bartender's favorite song. She makes me play it. I was just like, okay, it's a fun little ditty. It's only like 2 minutes long. But anyways, play that for the family. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you till then, fucking y'all take care. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Hotep and Bill. My man Jack Reeves came through with the hijack. It's like, no. Appreciate you, Jack Reeves. I'm going to play it at the end. Jack Reeves be having some wild music. Hey, Jay, so while he was talking, I was just scrolling. So for some reason, it just opened up to this Oklahoma House Bill 1750.
What's that?
It says police state test case. I need to get into this one. I'm gonna research this first, but this is very interesting that this opened up to this. And then the chapter after that, chapter 9, is Anatomy of Alliance. The logic for the New World Order. That's gonna be interesting. We might have to do like a Hotep book club or something.
Is it from what's his face's book? Bill Cooper?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go back to this video real quick.
Live streaming camera inside of the tomb of Lucifer on Christmas Day. Well, that's next.
Let's do this. Go back.
Why would the Pope put a live streaming camera inside of the tomb of Lucifer on Christmas Day? Well, that's next on the trumpet. The Masons and the Pope are going to open the holy door. First, the Pope is going to tap on it with a little silver hammer, and then the Masons are going to remove the bricks and mortar that actually seal the holy door shut. He does his knocking, and then the Masons start chanting one of the Psalms. It's never been done before, and they're going to start this new tradition on Christmas Eve. So the World Wide Web will have symbolic access to St. Peter's tomb on Christmas Eve as they open the holy door. And that's going to mark the beginning of the Jubilee year. The Catholic Church got the whole Jubilee idea from Judaism. And in Leviticus 25, it tells you all about the special year that's focused on restoration and forgiveness. The word Jubilee in Hebrew means Yovel, which is a ram's horn. And yes, that is a trumpet. In Leviticus right here, it tells you that the sound of the trumpet announced the beginning of the Jubilee year. So you might say, it's the year of the trumpets. And keeping things in order with the book of Revelation, we'll go through the seals then the trumpets, and then the bowls. Open the door. It's the year of the trumpets. For Christians, Jesus' declaration in the book of Luke to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor was often interpreted as a fulfillment of the Jubilee spirit. Wow, I just can't wait for Christmas to get my webcam view of the creepy crypt that's underneath St. Peter's Basilica. And that's not a wax museum down there. And as of December 5th, the Vatican hasn't even released a Christmas message. You know, when you're the 33rd degree, you wear 33 buttons on your gown. King David ruled Jerusalem for 33 years, and the Masons built him a palace on top of Mount Zion.
That's the number of completion, right, Jay? 33. I can't hear you. You might be muted.
Oh, my bad. I was just listening to what he was saying in the thing. 33, yeah, it's like the number of for Christ when he was on the cross.
He was crucified, yeah.
Yeah, 33.
Of God, where he issued judgment over the people. A webcam in a tomb under the altar of a church of the dragon. That dragon right there. That dragon. The flying dragon. This is right over the entrance of the door. Those dudes were all about it. 2024. You're the dragon. You can see the dragon in the crest. He wears a tiara, and the swarm comes out of his mouth. This throne, made for somebody about 20 foot tall, sits right in front of that tomb's opening. That throne is right there, and you can see how tiny all these people are in comparison to it. That's the altar that you just saw in that video, and then that's where that dragon seal was right there, and then this is the red wall that's underground inside that crypt. The red wall, which is by the shrine of St. Peter's next to the tomb of Lucifer. That's what...
Y'all get it. There's going to be some ill shit happening on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Eve. All right, guys. So if y'all hear some trumpets trumpeting on Christmas Day, just get right with the Lord and just be ready. Just be ready. I don't know what's going to happen. Just be ready. We hear some bum, 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 bum. Just call your loved ones and tell them you love them. You hug everybody because it might be over at that point, guys. We're going to see.
Oh, man. It's like the Don DeMarco or the DJ Khaled. Another one. Don DeMarco.
You might see Lucifer with his wings just ascending from the freaking Vatican. Oh, my God. That'd be crazy. Oh,
what's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger had that happen in it, right? What was that called? Sixth Day or something like that? I
can't think of the movie. I forgot what it's called. I know you're talking about, dog.
End of Days. That's the name of the movie. Yeah, End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Genie Rogers said, not every door is meant to be open. That is true.
They're going to pop open a weird door that's been there for a minute.
It's going to stink.
That's cool. Yes. Let's check it out and see what happens to them.
33 columns in the vertebrae. They bricked that shit up for a reason. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, I don't know what's going on right now, but I think this has been the year of discovery, and I think, I don't know, 2025 gonna be wild. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. I'm exhausted. I appreciate you guys coming through. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. I know today was a little unorthodox. I'm fucking tired, guys. I'm sorry. It'd be better on Wednesday. Anyway, guys, you got anything else, Jay?
Nah. We hadn't got to do this in a minute. It's good to be back over here, and
Yeah, fun times. We're
gonna have to knock out a end of the year Hotep movie review. We haven't got to chop it up about all the movies that we checked out this year.
It'll probably be when I get back. I'm going to some cabin out in the middle of no fucking where for Christmas.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. No Wi-Fi, nothing.
Knock at the Cabin by M. Night Shyamalan.
They're gonna catch this new shotgun blast. Bow. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna catch that new guy there go shotgun blast. I ain't playing around with nobody around these parts.
Watchers in the Woods.
He gonna stay in the goddamn woods. Where they gonna stay? I don't want
What's
to
the
watch
other,
none of
the
that.
other one was that Johnny Depp one, A Secret in the Woods, or whatever it's called. Oh, that was a good one too. I like that one. Remember that one where Johnny Depp was in the woods?
I don't remember that.
Y'all remember the Johnny? Let me go look this movie up real quick before we go head out. This movie was good.
Yeah. Secret in the Woods. I'm not a Johnny. I don't know. The only thing I know about Johnny Depp is
Secret Window.
Secret. Oh, okay, yeah.
That movie was fire.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, I appreciate it, Jay. I'm gonna go home upstairs and crash. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Ken and Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. Here go a little something from Jack Reeves. Leave with this. I'll let you.
This one goes out to our bartender, Lori, working hard behind the bar. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump.
Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take